Hooray and welcome back to the channel. My name is Coqui. In today's video we are going to be showing you guys the best settings to use here from season 4 Modern Warfare 2. Yo, welcome back to this video, man, showing you guys the beautiful settings from here from the newest update on Modern Warfare 2, man, season 4, right? So listen, man, I'm gonna quickly show you guys, the controller settings, graphic settings, audio settings, and interface settings that I do run, just to get the kind of gameplays that I do get, right? So let's get right into it. So starting off with the controller settings, man, we are gonna obviously have controller here. If you guys do run keyboard, man, I do not know any good settings for that, so listen. So for the inputs, we are gonna use tactical, which is the circle, the melee, and the crouching button flopped. I do like to drop shot and whatnot. It's easier when it's the R3, so definitely put it on tactical if you're running a gun type of dude, rushing and all that. All right, so for the bumper ping, I do have it as off. This does invert the tactical and the ping buttons. I don't have none of that. We have it as off. Stick layout, we do run it as default. Controller vibration, I have it at off just because, man, when games are serious and I'm in the zone, I do not want to get no distractions. Right? Vibrations do get kind of scary at points, so I do have it off. Trigger effect, I also do have it as off because, I'm not trying to, squeeze the trigger hella hard because I'm shooting a sniper. But aiming, I do have horizontal and vertical recoil sensitivity as 10. I did used to have it as 6 for both, and then I slowly worked my way up and I stopped at 10. For some reason, I did enjoy it more. ADS sensitivity multiplier, we kept it as 1. Sensitivity multiplier, we keep everything as default. Vertical aim axes, I do have everything as standard. The ADS sight behavior, I do have it as hold. That way, I just literally hold the button and it holds, it aims. And then if I don't have it, if you have it as toggle, you press it once, it aims. You press it again, it doesn't aim. More complicated. We do have it as hold. For automatic sprint, we have it as automatical tactical sprint. Equipment behavior, hold. Weapon mount activation, we do have it as off. And then prioritize interact for interact reload behavior. I do like this one better because if you do want to reload really quickly, you can quickly tap it, or you can hold it if you are next to a door or any other, a weapon, let's say if you're on Warzone. So you do get a bit of a more button layout if you do have it as prioritize interact. Armor plate behavior for Warzone, we do have it as apply 1 just because, if you're in the middle of a fight, you don't want to get stuck putting on all 3 armor plates. You do want to only have to put 1, run around or whatever, run in the corner, finish up, and whatnot. For the advanced settings, which are the aim assist, we do have aim assist obviously on. If you guys want to be, a bit of toxic or whatnot to yourselves, turn that thing off. All right. Aim assist type, we do have it as Black Ops. Third person ADS correction type, we have it as assist as well. For the aim response curve type, we do have it as dynamic, automatic aimbot right there, man. ADS sensitivity multiplier, we have it as 1. ADS sensitivity transition timing, instant. And then we do have off the sensitivity per zoom. For the dead zone, if you guys do have stick drift, I do recommend increasing a bit of the right stick, left stick, min. And then for the left trigger and the right trigger, this is sort of like the trigger effect from earlier on. If you want it high, you're gonna have to press the button a little bit harder, or low, you can literally tap and the button like aims or shoots. Controller orientation, we have it as up. Gyro aiming, we have it as off, and then gravity vector, we do have it as on. As for everything else, we do keep it as default. I didn't mess with any of this. For the movement behaviors, we do have auto move forward as off, just because I don't want to automatically move forward. I'm not a bot. You know what I mean? Tactical sprint behavior, we do have it as double tap, where if you literally double tap the analog stick, you automatically sprint. All right. For the grounded mantle, we do have it as on. Automatic airborne mantle, we have it as partial, and then we do have ground mantle automatic off. Inverse slide and dive behavior, we do have it as standard, which means you tap the slide and then you hold to dive, right? If you do want it inverted, which is holding to slide and tapping to dive, I do, I have tried it. It is kind of interesting, but, I'm just used to the old ways. Plunging underwater, we do have it as movement, which is sprint and look down to plunge underwater. For Warzone, we do have parachute auto deploy as off, where you can literally get, really close to the ground and you can literally put that parachute out. Whereas if you don't have it as off, you have it as on, the parachute comes on and you're like 100 feet in the air. Sprinting door bash, we do have it as on. And then leg hang mantle behavior, we have it as mantle only, which means pressing the mantle button while hanging from a ledge will climb up. So you basically have to like double tap it. For the combat behaviors, we do have ADS stick swap as off, and then backpack alternate control. Weapon mount movement exit, we do have it as on, and then weapon mount exit delay as medium, and then everything else we do have it as on. Depleted ammo weapon switch, which means if you do waste out of ammo on your primary, it automatically switches to your secondary. Quick C4 detonation, we do have it as on as well. If you want to quickly detonate your C4, double tapping, you know, your action button, it does blow up. Vehicle behaviors and overlay behaviors, we did leave it as default. Starting off the field of view, I usually do run 120 just because I like to see a lot of the screen, but a lot of my friends do run the 110. ADS field of view, I do run affected. Weapon field of view default, and in third person, I don't run third person at all. I just leave it as default. Vehicle field of view as well. For the camera, we do have everything as default. So for the audio settings, man, this is a bit complicated, even though it's, you know, it doesn't sound like it. I do not like to run master volume all the way high. I usually do run it between 80 and 90. All right, sometimes, you know, I do go a bit lower just because sometimes this game is a bit loud. All right, so listen, just, you know, I usually have it in between that range, so, you know, you can try it out yourselves, and, you know, you can see how it is. Audio mix, we do usually have headphone bass boost, which is a beastie sound. Right, it does sound like you're in a movie theaters if you have good headphones. Speakers, headphones, game sound device, default, speaker output, stereo. For the voice chat, of course, man, you know, on if you want to talk to people and whatnot, proximity chat on, voice chat output device, default system device. Microphone mode, I do have it as push to talk because I do record and I do stream. So, you know, I don't want people hearing me while I'm, you know, talking to myself and whatnot. Microsoft input device as default. Microphone level, we have it as 86 just because, you know, sometimes it's a bit low. So this is for other people to hear you, right? So you could put this all the way up if you want. You know, a lot of you squeakers do have it all the way up as well, and it's honestly the worst noise in the world. So, you know, if you guys do have a loud squeak voice, lower it down. If you guys don't, you can praise it a bit. All right, so for the interface side, we are gonna have menu text size default, of course, man. This is all personal preference. But the main thing on this section is the color customization. You can literally change the colors of everything on your minimap, all right? You got your cells, you got your teams, you got your parties, and you got your enemies, as well as neutrals and contested, squad member color. You know, you got all this. All right, so as for the graphic settings and the quality, we did have custom quality presets. You know, I honestly, this does depend on what kind of graphics card you have. I'm running a 3090, so, you know, I can run a bit higher things, but sometimes I do like to run normal or low, depending on what these topics are, just because I don't want to kill, you know, my frames and lower the frames a bit. But listen, this is what I have for mine. You know, if you guys want to try it yourselves, you could definitely try it out and let me know what you guys have. And, you know, I'll try out what you guys have if you guys, you know, want to throw something at me. But this is what I have. But these are my graphic settings, right? As for these season 4 settings, man, definitely try them out. We got audio settings, gameplay settings, controller settings, visual settings. Definitely try these out, man. If you guys do have something else different, I'll definitely love to hear it, and I'll definitely try those out, man, just to see how it works for me. All right, so listen, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.